Does your Dust2 city side too often feel like a Germany-Brazil cosplay?
But in a reverse way where you are Brazil and the opponents are Germany.
After watching over 50 Dust2 games from my academy members, I compared it to Tier 1 CS, and here are the 5 most common mistakes that make you lose city side. And in order to prove my claim, I checked out a completely random faceit game where average elo is around 2.5k. Don't ask me why I did this because I don't have an answer to this question right now. Anyways, without further yapping, let's unravel it. Number 1. Crossing mid like you inherited the map from your granddad and thinking you're immune to damage through double door. Don't be lazy, change your pathing and include HE or smoke grenade. Choose sacrificing either of these instead of tanking the damage this early in the round. After all, you cannot play handicap the whole round and still think you can be useful. Here's an example how Donk does it. Double click HE grenade while running, pathing close to door. There are multiple ways to do it and it can work as long as you're not crossing like a careless rabbit. And here is how it looks from T's POV. Number 2. B and mid teammates playing like they're in completely different two Dust2 games. One is fighting mid alone, the other is fighting B on his own. Let me explain one simple rule. Fighting alone, it is so much more difficult to get a multi-frag, but playing off of each other, bait and switch, setting each other up, the chances are much higher to go 2 for 3, which is the minimum you should go when defending B splits or B executes. Remember how difficult B side is to retake, and you should make it as easy as possible for your teammates. Two setups that make sense. One backside jump spotting for both, tunnels in mid, the other one around car, and out of this you have plenty of options for crossfires, depending on which side you want to focus, mid or enemies coming from tunnels. Remember, your only solution is to play off of each other. Any solo moves and you're likely to be traded easily by T's, as opposed to bait and switch setups that increase your chances for multi-frags. As you can see here how the best team in the world Vitality is Mezzi and Robs do it. Even though Mezzi gets 4k in the end, without Robs it wouldn't be possible. Number 3. Your long fights remind of tier 4 teams you accuse of throwing games in your 50-cent bets. Just kidding, you'd never do that. Not the awful long fights, but I mean, you doing 50-cent slips. Jokes aside, just watch how this looks. No support flashes, no long house smoke, no molotov for blue, no spacing at all but pure shambles. And honestly, it is not that complicated. Here's the simplest smoke for long. The player doing it should do support flashes, 1 entry, and preferably 2 in the back. Simple lineups, nothing crazy. The first one gets anyone going out long, while the second one is for enemies in the open. The first spawn player should molotov blue as long smoke pops and be ready to swing on flashes popping behind his back. The second spawn player could do default HE for long, stay anti-flash a bit and be ready to swing and trade the first guy. And voila, we did something as team. Number 4. You take unfavorable duels without realizing. Here, you cannot make steps. Shift all the way until you get headshot angle, try to kill one guy, then go back to CT. Anything more than that, you're going to be traded by T's, most likely. First mistake here by this player is announcing himself by stepping. Second one was trying to get more than 1 kill in such a difficult angle for CTs. If you can go for a surprise play, do it smart way. If not, just go for a proper retake. And do things that make most sense in that given situation. Number 5. Anchoring sights in XVX situations. I see so many players making this mistake where they hold direct angles instead of powerful off angles to get the first frag basically for free. Like in this example I shown. Instead of holding direct angles from ramp, take an off angle to have T's swinging exposed as they're checking long. Remember, the difference maker is the first contact you make. And the same thing goes for B side. Use backside off angle and make it difficult for T's to check so many angles and walk into your crosshair. And look at his positioning and the way he plays this out. He knows first guy will most likely go to check car. Second guy peeks on the right. And look at how difficult playing in these angles make it for T's. Whenever you can, you should use them. If you want to improve, check out my CS2 Academy on school. Bye.